Hello, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. I'm, of course, the Lemon himself, Zeke Lemon, and this is my review for Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. Now, did it live up to the hype? That is the main question. Was it really the Multiverse of Madness? It was. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it was pretty crazy. A lot of things they do in this movie is very, very crazy, but as for Multiverse of Madness, and it's not that much of a madness. This is a non-spoiler review, don't worry. This will probably be the hardest review I ever do, so that way I, don't spoil anything, because literally from the get-go, it is just go, 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 plot beat, plot beat, plot beat, story beat, all that stuff. It is just going 100 miles per hour from the get-go. So this might be one of the hardest ones to do. So I'm just going to go by what was basically shown in the trailers from what we know and all that stuff. So Doctor Strange finds himself in a bind. He is in a little bit of a pickle. He has to travel through multiple. See, I just can't explain everything. So I'm just going to talk about certain things that I liked in it. So let's go with directing first. Okay? Sam Raimi, who, as y'all know, directed the original Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. He's also, really big into horror. He did the Evil Dead movies until, the latest reboot. Drag Me to Hell. A bunch of great horror movies that he has done. And, of course, the Spider-Man trilogy. His flavor is very present throughout this whole entire movie. Okay? Throughout this whole entire movie, his presence is felt. From the editing to the swipes and all that stuff, how he cuts from scene to scene, the Sam Raimi flair is there. So is the Marvel flair. I was thinking going in, I thought the Sam Raimi flair and the Marvel flair was going to be a match made in heaven, because, Marvel's pretty campy too. They like to joke, they like to have a good time. It's for the family, it's for the kids, I don't know why I went all mafia in, but hey, I did. Sam Raimi is also pretty campy, so I really thought they would have been a perfect marriage. But the fact of the matter is, they collided with each other sometimes. And it just really seemed like, all right, we should just either gone Sam's way, or maybe not have Sam Raimi and just have another, because I don't see Sam Raimi doing just like, all right, yeah, Marvel, I'll do whatever you want. Sam Raimi's going to do what Sam Raimi does, right? So if you're going to hire Sam Raimi, just let him do his thing the whole entire time. Or if you want to keep your Marvel flair in it, just get a director who's going to do your Marvel flair. So having those collide was a little bit like, it would take me out a little bit. I was just like, I didn't know what kind of movie I was really watching most of the time, you know what I mean? So that was kind of a knock, but it wasn't too much. It was just tone and felt and nuance and how the world feels. It just collided with me a little bit. Now into the performances. Benedict Cumberbatch is great as Doctor Strange. I mean, and all the stranges that he plays as well. He does great. You could tell the difference between all of them. It's still Strange, but it's a different Strange. Rachel McAdams as Christine, also fantastic. Not underutilized as she was in the first movie. She has a lot more to do here in this film, and she, Rachel McAdams is always going to deliver out of the park, and her dynamics with Doctor Strange and the conversations they have are very, very good as well. The way that she's used in this movie is very, very interesting. Benedict Wong as Wong, also fantastic. Not the scene stealer in this movie as he was in the first one. And then I can't remember the actress's name who plays America. Here's the thing. Before I get to her, let's go to one more. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda. Best part of the whole movie. In some ways, I mean, she's co-lead. She's co-lead, okay? She's co-lead. I'll say that. She is co-lead in this movie. Without getting into spoilers, she is co-lead in this movie, and I mean, she is the standout of this movie. I came here because the title said Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, but I stayed for Wanda. I stayed for Wanda. I wanted to watch Wanda more than I wanted to watch Doctor Strange. So, now back to America. I cared for Wanda. I cared for Steven. I didn't really care for anything else. And America is a character that we are supposed to really care about. And I just didn't. And I think that was due to time restraints as well. Because this movie clocks in at 2 hours, 6 minutes. I think this could have easily needed another 20. Because a lot of times, with the not even the tones colliding with Raimi and Marvel's tones colliding, we also got all of these different story pieces just going 1,000 miles per hour, and within that aspect, yeah, it does kind of feel like madness, and this story is all over the place, and you kind of just have to reserve yourself as an audience member which ones you're going to really draw the most attention to, and the movie really paints the picture towards Wanda and Steven. Those are really the two ones that you're like, all right, I'm going to follow these two. And you're here too, America. And you're here too for the ride. It's a good movie. I enjoy the movie overall. I am dogging on it a lot, but I do enjoy the movie overall. I do want to see it again. I might see it again this weekend. Depending, on how, Mother's Day weekends go. You know how those be sometimes. But I do plan on seeing it again. I do, and then when it comes out on streaming, obviously watch it again there and really pause it, take it in frame by frame, and just really try to analyze and really breathe into it. Which Doctor Strange movies do I prefer? I prefer the first one more because that was much more a straightforward, cohesive story. And again, as to this one, it felt like a little bit all over the place sometimes. Also, I think Marvel's starting to get a little too full of themselves. Love Marvel. I love them, and they have every right to be as cocky as they are. They have every right. They average $1 billion per film. Well, maybe not anymore since now there's a lot more properties. But now they expect you to know everything that has led up to this. Most of the time with Marvel movies, pre-Endgame, you could have really watched a Marvel movie and not had to watch any others. It was just its own storyline, and the after credit scene is how they tie them in. Now, Infinity War and Endgame, it made sense. No Way Home is still somewhat of its own thing, but you also need to know who Doctor Strange is and all of that stuff. With this one, you need to watch at least 5 of them, and some of the TV shows as well, mainly What If and WandaVision, to really understand everything and the scope of everything. And because I was going in there, going through the ride, I was like, okay, yeah, nothing really fazed me. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Totally. I've been there. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, makes sense. Well, my dad and stepmom over there well, what's this? And then, my sister also seen it, and then after the movie, she's calling me, well, what's this and what's that? Who hasn't been able to keep up with everything, but they love the movie, so they go see the movies. So I think, Marvel just, you don't need to... Not everyone sees every single thing, okay? So, just, limit it to, maybe 2 properties, if anything, okay? That's the only thing. Where would I rank it on the lemon scale? Where sour is the worst, strawberry is the top, and then it goes freshly squeezed, and then lemonade, store-bought lemonade, then expired store-bought lemonade, where expired store-bought, it's bad, but hey, there's some good. Store-bought, it's good, but hey, there's a lot of bad. Lemonade, it's a movie. It's good. It's have fun. Go see it. Freshly squeezed, really good. Minor complaints. And then strawberry lemonade, 10 out of 10. I would put this out of lemonade. It's a good movie. You should go see it. Absolutely. It is a great time at the movies. You're going to have fun with it. But it didn't hit that great moment. And I guess that's where my main disappointment comes in. Because I wanted this movie to be great, and it just wasn't. It was just good. And sometimes that is just fine. I enjoyed it. But what are your thoughts on Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? Comment below and let me know. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you liked me, hit that subscribe button as I'm trying to grow into my YouTube career. And that'll be it for me, guys. I'll see you here next time at Lemon Studios.